welcome to the Mullen Gangbang. We have gained a new awesome sexy subscriber inside of Mullen's Gangbang. It really depends which way that you're pretty much swinging. If you are short Mullen, which I'm pretty sure no one who is actually short Mullen is watching these videos, but you could be a sick peepee out there. Maybe you are. But I am guaranteeing that probably for 99% of us, including my 99% of my 29 awesome sexy subscribers, thank you for subscribing. You are definitely wetting your lips on a lot of this data for today. It's pretty incredible. Firstly, we're going to go over some updates, then go over the chart of what happened today, because today was really mixed feelings. Insane cost to borrow average. Absolutely just crazy. You're talking cost to borrow is 244%. That is just unreal. You know, I really got to make a video. Maybe if Mullen drops no news tomorrow, then it will be the talking point of tomorrow's video. But, you got to be asking yourself, what is a Mullen squeeze? And what is a short squeeze that Mullen could potentially do? Because if you say to a Tesla shareholder, or rather a Tesla shareholder says to you, Tesla had a squeeze today, and then me and you, who are very familiar in the penny stock market, and maybe this person is not, and we look over at Tesla, and Tesla went up by 50% in one day. Tesla's market cap, I believe, is like 600 bills. So you're talking an added 300 bill to their market cap. I mean, is that like okay, sure, Tesla squeeze, but Mullen can go up 100% in one day easily. So I gotta really talk about this more in tomorrow's video or maybe Saturday's video, but I don't really think we have really seen a Mullen squeeze just yet. Because we went up by 140% a little over a week ago in one day. Previously, we have gone up by 100% in one day. But we have never gone up 200% in one day or multiple 100% in one day. We ran in rally 700% back in March of 22. But that was over 3 weeks, 15, 16 trading days. But this is just absolutely crazy. The amount of shares being shorted, cost of borrow average. All right, so that's that. Where's another thing that I basically want to go over? All right. I think it was on Cha-Cha's page. Let's see. David Mitchery, no. LCID. Someone had posted it. And I can't remember where. I honestly wish I ended up saving it. Let's see. 6 hours ago. Okay, so here it is. Now official. PR for Mullen. U.S. Department of Commerce approves Mullen Tunica. Foreign Trade Zone in Mullen Automotive. FTZ. I'm pretty sure I was saying that in a previous video. So, yesterday we ran with no news. And Cha-Cha basically reposted something from yesterday. There's always a reason why we run. There's never not a reason why we end up running. There's always a reason. And, where are you? Where are you? There we go. So, 9 in the morning, U.S. Department of Commerce approves Mullen Tunica for FTZ. I'm pretty sure I just talked about this, how this is actually coming up. So, is this leaked information that people saw from yesterday? Very well. I mean, not every company drops news like Mullen. A lot of times, companies out there will only do a press release every so often, but people find out about other stuff that other articles write, or they're just very intelligent and they see stuff on the sideline and the stocks start running. So, this news was dropped. I ended up taking let's go to the charts right now. These charts are not pretty. Where are you? There we go. Had to pull something up really quickly. So I ended up buying in with the day trade today for Mullen, still holding shares from well over a week ago. It's actually probably 2 weeks ago now. Still holding shares in one of my positions, but I did buy in for a day trade right as soon as the news dropped. I was actually refreshing stock tie-in. And I'm like, all right, this is awesome. I'm going to get right in at the bottom, and I pretty much did. The only problem, and I only made $187, which is absolutely nothing. But then again, hey, that's $187 that I did not have. Not to mention, this company has taken so much money from me. Sure, I'll go ahead and take $187 any day. But if you, like I said in my previous video too, if you have an opportunity to take a day trade, take a day trade. You gotta have your day trading bag. You gotta have your swing bag, maybe your long bag. But if you can take a day trade, oh, excuse me. I don't know why I got the burpees. I'm not drinking right now. I wish I was drinking, but got stuff to do very early tomorrow. Anyways, if you could take a day trade, you gotta be taking a day trade. Like, whether it's a couple $100, whether it's a couple $1,000 like I had last week. The difference between last week is that I ended up having over 10 grand in for a day trade. And I ended up mapping out a very good area on Mullen. We're on the 5-minute time frame here. Each candle is 5 minutes. As you basically saw, 4 in the morning, we basically pretty much challenged where we fell off on the previous afternoon. It's all about challenging different areas about where you're falling off and seeing if you can break them. It appears that the high 7s is massive resistance. Massive resistance at the high 7s. But once we clear the high 7s, it's a straight shot to $10. Very straight. I've said this before, I believe, in yesterday's video. But basically drew a falling wedge from the pre-market high up until pretty much the pre-market low, which was right at market open at 4 in the morning. And I'm actually very glad that I ended up getting in right as the news ended up dropping. The problem is that, well, later on in the trading day, later morning, we just could not hold up. Things just were not looking very sexy, and that's the reason why I ended up closing out of my position. I was actually going to end up adding to my position if we definitely ended up breaking out of this ascending wedge here, but we just could not do it. I ended up seeing the first candle we opened up extremely strong, and then the second one just was not good. By the third candle, by the first like 10 minutes in, I'm like, yeah, something ain't right. And as you basically pretty much see, we just kind of fell off after the first, literally the first 10 minutes. But I really wanted to, more than anything, add to my position and, of course, do an awesome day trade. And what I wish happened today, which I'm pretty sure everyone wishes on the planet, we basically do something pretty much kind of like, boom! Yeah, like that. Or maybe, you know, something even, boom, something higher. I ended up buying more shares, and we all make a lot of money. But that, of course, did not happen with Mullen. So, if I had to take a guess of why we basically pretty much fell off today, goes back to what I said in yesterday's video, is that we got to pull back a little bit, because if we go to the daily time frame and look at the Keltner channel, you see that today we pretty much were going to get above the upper band. And I said in yesterday's video, I'm like, hey, look, we ran, we rallied, we're probably going to pull back. It's not going to be the worst thing. And you all know what? I was right. I didn't know about news being populated today, but I was definitely right that we pulled back here, but we didn't completely give away all of our gains. So if you're, if anyone out there is a short, yeah, I mean, sure, it pulled back, but if you're holding a Mullen short position all the way down here, yeah, you know, yeah, might be a little scared, a little sketch out. But still, I mean, tomorrow, if we end up opening up at 640, so we're right here, that means that we have all this room, because we have the upper band now at the mid sevens, and it's the upper band's just going to go up even further tomorrow. But we definitely have room to significantly push up, even if we don't get PR. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. But if we do get a new round of PR, that can significantly affect us. If I had to take a guess of what the hell happened today and why we really did not break out, because I honestly, I mean, the news was great. Like, this is great news. Pretty sure Financial Ernie did a video today on the news also. It's great news. The news was probably factored in yesterday. Because yesterday, my God, this was beautiful. Beautiful to take a day trade on. Beautiful day yesterday. Beautiful gains. And I saw the setup definitely breaking down and us losing a lot of momentum here. The volume just really was not there like it was yesterday. If you notice the volume here, I can take away all the EMAs. And yesterday, all you had to do was just really trade the VWAP. Ride the upper Bollinger Band all the way for a beautiful day trade. If anything, I didn't do a day trade today. I did more of a scalp today, which is by all means fine. I'll take, close to $200 and walk out the door. But, yeah, today was definitely more so a scalp. And this is what normally happens with Mullen. And this is why long-term investors get pissed off. I remember that I was furious all throughout 2022 holding a Mullen bag. And also beginning of 2023. Because this stuff would happen all the time. And if you're one of those long-term investors with a high average, it sucks. Definitely it does. This is why I wish all throughout 2022 I knew a lot of this stuff and I could take a day trade, because back then I could have been making money on the sideline and using my profits for other opportunities elsewhere. But we ended up falling down, I believe 10% on the day. What was the low? Minus 6.3%. Not terrible. I mean, it wasn't, it wasn't a god-awful day today. Whatever. We ended up closing a little red. But if you still see on the daily time frame, you got the Keltner channel still pointing up. You got the upper band still pointing up. You got, if you can predict, this is where if you're good at options, you can make a lot of money. If you can predict of where this stuff can go to, we got the MACD still pointing up on the daily time frame. That's extremely bullish. I rode the MACD yesterday for an amazing day trade. Literally, that's all you had to do is ride the MACD all the way up for like over an hour, and you could have made easy gains. This morning, I started to see how far the MACD were away, and I'm like, yeah, this is not going very well. But you see on the daily time frame, we're still, there's a lot of good things coinciding. RSI did pull back a little bit, not far, but we're still not completely overbought on the RSI. So, yeah, I mean, anything can happen. I don't want to sit here and say that great things will happen, but if they do, then we can definitely prepare and capitalize on them. My personal opinion, the thing that's going to rock this world is going to be collection of revenue or shares being bought by insiders. If anyone out there has firstly, what would be better? If Mullen Company buys back shares for the company, or if David Mitchery and all the insiders buy shares? A buyback for the company is not going to mean diddly poop. Because the company bought 5 million shares last year, but they were diluting us to the heavens, or to the Hades last year, so it didn't matter. David only bought $100,000 worth of shares, which was pathetic, if you really think about it. But if they drop earnings, which I don't know if they're going to drop earnings tomorrow. I don't. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Wait a second. Tomorrow. Whoa. Tomorrow is Friday. Woo. Kind of thought today was Wednesday for some reason. Yeah. So, anyways, woo. If they do drop earnings tomorrow morning, and if they're, I mean, their earnings is not going to be good because I don't believe the month of April or maybe it does. I gotta double check. Let me actually hang on one second. Asking Google what months are Q1 earnings. I believe April is not in there. January, February, March. Okay. And then Q2 is April, May, and June. So Mullen said that they were trying to sell 100 vehicles for the month of April. So if they sold 100 vehicles, that's not going to be in this earnings. So, but SoFi CEO Anthony Noto ended up buying shares after earnings. So maybe they drop earnings. Maybe the board, grabs on to their nutsacks or to their fucking vaginas, if they have some of those. David probably has big vagina. Yeah, David grabs on to his fucking pussy and he buys some shares. That could be huge. I mean, because then shorts are going to be scared like, whoa, wait a second. This guy just bought in. Is something coming? Something like that would be a humongous catalyst. Or even if they drop collection of revenue, Mullen goes up significantly. We'll talk tomorrow about what my definition of a Mullen short squeeze can be. And then David does buy shares. So those two things could get this thing rockin' rolling. Otherwise, I really do hope that this rally continues. I really do hope that we have great things. I would love to continue to make day trading money. I would love my bag of shares to continue to grow. Someone asked me, why don't I just hang on to my shares not for a day trade? And it's because I've lost too much money on Mullen. Mullen is too dangerous to my life. So I gotta take a couple $100 when I can get a couple $100, because if it's one thing that I've learned, especially with Mullen, you could be up, but the next day you could be down significantly. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we continue to get good stuff. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Catch you guys later. Bye.